Welcome, dear followers, to a captivating journey into the heart of ancient Egypt, as we unravel the mysteries surrounding Pyramid G1c. This lesser-known pyramid may be smaller in size, but its story is no less intriguing than its grander neighbors. Pyramid G1c stands in the shadow of its larger companions, with a unique history etched in its limestone blocks. Positioned strategically, its northeast corner is a mere 3.80 meters south of the southeast corner of GIB, creating a symphony of architectural precision. The west face of G1c aligns harmoniously with its neighbors, showcasing a carefully planned layout. But, as we delve deeper, we discover that the topography of the site presented challenges. A significant sub-foundation was required for the south side due to the slanting ground. Maraghiolio and Rinaldi, our guide through the secrets of ancient structures, suggests a strategic shift to the north and west, minimizing the sub-foundation necessary. What lies beneath the surface remains a mystery, but a modern trench reveals large limestone blocks, hinting at the scale of the substructure. The preservation of G1c surpasses its counterparts, allowing Maraghiolio and Rinaldi to unveil 3 core steps. While they doubted a 4th step, evidence suggests masonry atop the 3rd step, filling the space behind the casing stones. The eastern side unveils a small chapel, reminiscent of its neighbor GIB but with unique characteristics. The chapel's walls are only 3 cubits thick, with a displaced entrance and an intriguing alignment to the pyramid axis. As we explore further, we discover the chapel's transformation during the New Kingdom to the Site period, evolving into the magnificent Isis temple. This expansion reveals the discovery of the inventory stealer in 1858, a relic of controversy that eventually led to the attribution of the pyramid to Henutsen. Join us on this mesmerizing voyage through time, as Pyramid G1c unveils its hidden chapters and contributes to the rich tapestry of ancient Egyptian history. As we step into the meticulous work of Maraghiolio and Rinaldi, capturing the essence of Pyramid G1c's chapel, we unveil the intricate plan that has survived the sands of time. Maraghiolio and Rinaldi's detailed reconstruction, as we see, provides a glimpse into the architectural brilliance of the chapel within Pyramid G1c. Every corner, every wall, a testament to the ancient craftsmanship that once thrived on these grounds. But our journey doesn't stop there. As we shift our focus, the foreground reveals the haunting remnants of the Isis temple, gracefully extending towards the eastern face of G1c. What was once a small chapel has evolved into the magnificent Isis temple, an architectural marvel that tells the story of transformation and reverence. In this captivating image captured by the Giza project at Harvard University, the plan of the Isis temple is affixed to the sides of G1c in the bottom left corner, showcasing the layout of the small chapel at the bottom. On the east side of the pyramid, the same plan is visible, emphasizing how it encroaches onto the mastaba to the east. This striking shot reveals how the temple plans were documented on the surface of Pyramid G1c, illustrating how the lines extend towards the north and east, intricately merging with the adjacent burial ground. This image is not just a glimpse into architectural artistry but also reflects cultural cohesion and mutual influence between the Isis temple and Pyramid G1c. The plans occupy a shared space, connecting the two structures. Our gaze now turns to the captivating southeast corner of Pyramid G1c, providing us with a unique perspective on the intricate details of this ancient marvel. Take a closer look, and you'll notice a fascinating convergence where the temple meets the very face of the pyramid. The union of these two structures hints at a profound connection between the sacred space and the monumental pyramid. As we shift our attention to the south side, intriguing mysteries unfold. The lower dressing of the casing appears incomplete, unveiling a fascinating story etched into the stones. Along the south face, a peculiar sight emerges. In the middle, dressed casing sits at a lower level than the blocks to the east and west. This anomaly raises questions about the construction process, leaving us to ponder whether it was intentional or a result of the passage of time. The remarkably well-preserved casing prevents us from definitively determining if Pyramid G1c shares the inclined foundations witnessed in its counterparts, GIA and GIB. As we look down towards the northwest corner of Pyramid G1c, the entrance on the north side comes into view. The well-preserved state of this pyramid means that the casing stones still frame the entrance. The excellent preservation of the casing maintains the framing of the entrance, and we see how the casing stones still surround the entrance captivatingly. Along the west side, which was not visible in Maraghiolio and Rinaldi's time due to the modern road. We can see how the casing follows the topography of the ground, and notice areas where extra stock of the casing stone has not been dressed. This shot reveals how the casing adheres to the contours of the land, showcasing areas where the stones are at a lower level than their surroundings, displaying the natural state of the stones. In this shot, we take a closer look at the west side while facing south, delving into the intricate details of the casing. This perspective is a close-up of the casing, which we could glimpse in the bottom right corner of the previous image. Here, we can clearly observe the additional stock of stone that remains untouched. Our journey now takes us between the majestic structures of GIB and GIC, offering a panoramic view looking west. Yet, even in the grandeur of GIB, the unfinished dressing of the casing catches our attention, as evidenced in the middle of the image. Let's zoom in and take a closer look at the heart of the matter. In the midst of these colossal pyramids, the dressing of the casing appears incomplete. This revelation provides a unique insight into the construction process of these ancient wonders. The middle of this image showcases sections where the casing remains in its raw, undressed state. Even in the meticulous craftsmanship of GIB, we find traces of the intricate work left incomplete. At times, protrusions can be observed on some of the stones, as seen on many of the stones above. The best preserved stone above seems to have a finely dressed face alongside its protrusion. One might be inclined to think that such blocks were pilfered from another construction, and the protrusion was part of some decorative feature, possibly a part of a wall frieze, though today, they are often described as handling bosses. Do you recall how Maraghiolio and Rinaldi reported a possibly reused block from a destroyed building found on Giza video? Therefore, it's likely worthwhile to closely inspect blocks like those shown here, as it's challenging to find a reason why such blocks would appear finely dressed. There are numerous similar blocks on the south side of GIC, and even though their front faces seem to have neatly dressed vertical faces with a protrusion, they are often roughly cut back at the sides, in a chamfer, which seems to align with the slope of the pyramid face. As we delve into the mysteries of Pyramid GIC, our focus shifts to its entrance, an enigmatic portal with unique features that set it apart from its towering companions. The entrance to GIC stands as the lowest among the trio, its threshold aligning with the north base. The intricacies lie in the concealment, with its opening shrouded by two casing courses. Unfortunately, damage in the surrounding area impedes complete reconstruction. Maraghiolio and Rinaldi proposed an intriguing theory, suggesting that the two casing courses covering the entrance might have varied in widths, cleverly obscuring the exact location of this pivotal entrance. The challenges to securing this entrance are evident, with a substantial architrave measuring 3 meters in width and 1 meter in height. Positioned so close to the ground, it becomes a tempting target for would-be robbers. Adding another layer to the mystery, a second architrave, slightly smaller at 2.95 meters wide, rests above the first. In the archival image here, we can see the entrance to Pyramid GIC, surrounded by limestone walls. During Maraghiolio and Rinaldi's time, they commented, immediately west of the entrance and at right angles to the pyramid face, are a few blocks of white limestone, probably a later addition. The only available information about this construction is found in Reisner's diary pages. Here, a portion of the construction was discovered on December 26, 1925, and in his entry on the following day, he states, "The structure noted yesterday was a later well made in the site Ptolemaic period when the burial chamber was reused as a burial place." Regarding the entrance, Reisner noted 2 large deep vertical post holes, which he thought might have been used for lowering a heavy weight, such as a sarcophagus. As we venture beneath the surface of Pyramid GIC, the subterranean realm reveals its intricate design and distinctive features, as documented by Maraghiolio and Rinaldi. The entrance, positioned in the middle of the north face, initiates the journey into the pyramid's depths. Maraghiolio and Rinaldi describe a descending passage with a masonry ceiling extending about 4.70 meters before meeting the natural rock. 2 courses of wall masonry mark the inception of the passage. The upper course extends approximately 4.65 meters, while the lower course measures 3.46 meters. The floor masonry meets the rock floor at around 2.5 meters. Unlike its counterparts, the horizontal passage is notably omitted here, giving way to a small 22 centimeters section before entering the turning chamber. This chamber, a simpler rectangular room, stands at 3.34 meters ns, 2.64 meters EW, and 2.00 meters in height. In the southwest corner, an opening for a short descending passage leading to the burial chamber is found. The floor of this passage begins 50 centimeters behind the west wall of the turning chamber, with a bore of approximately 1.05 meters square. The rock-cut void for the burial chamber resembles a square, similar to GIB, measuring about 5.15 meters ns and 5.0 meters EW, with a height of 3.58 meters. Interestingly, the lined burial chamber seems not to utilize the entire rock-cut void, leaving an unexplored space of about 1 meter behind the north wall. Notably, Maraghiolio and Rinaldi's plans indicate a cutout in the south rock wall, 65 centimeters below the ceiling, measuring 2 meters in length, 17 centimeters in depth, and 62 centimeters in height. Additionally, a shallow niche, 4 centimeters deep, is present on the east end of the lined south wall. Here we unravel the intricate layout of Pyramid GIC, as depicted in this schematic diagram. Maraghiolio and Rinaldi's observations and interpretations guide us through the architectural nuances of this enigmatic structure. Maraghiolio and Rinaldi speculated that the lining of the east wall was designed to align with the incline of the short descending passage. This alignment, according to their insights, would position the floor of the opening approximately 32 centimeters above the chamber's pavement. The thickness of the chamber's pavement, as indicated by Maraghiolio and Rinaldi, is a mere 22 centimeters. This slender foundation adds a layer of complexity to the structure, emphasizing the precision and engineering finesse employed in the construction of Pyramid GIC. As we explore the dimensions of the lined chamber within Pyramid GIC, a fascinating aspect emerges: the divergence in measurements provided by different researchers. Unfortunately, Petrie couldn't access this pyramid, leaving the task to others like Reisner and Maraghiolio and Rinaldi. The primary variation lies in the heights reported by these researchers. This inconsistency extends beyond the lined chamber to the rock-cut void. Reisner notes dimensions of 5.28 meters by 4.67 meters and a height of 3.39 meters. On the other hand, Maraghiolio and Rinaldi offer measurements of 5.15 meters by 5.0 meters and a height of 3.58 meters. Here, we can see the comparative dimensions side by side, highlighting the variations that add an intriguing layer to the study of Pyramid GIC. Discrepancies extend to the drawings between Maraghiolio and Rinaldi and Reisner. For instance, in Reisner's figure here, he displays plans for Pyramid GIC. In the burial chamber, Reisner shows a thicker pavement and an economy of rock excavation that differs from what we see in GIA. This economy of rock cutting at the pavement level is also shown in his plans for GIB. However, this feature is omitted in the drawings of Maraghiolio and Rinaldi for both GIB and GIC. If we look at this image, we have a paving fragment in the corner with a darker band above the level of the rock floor. Close-up images suggest that this darker band is part of the lining block above as the joint lines go through both. If we look at section CD, we see that Reisner has a step from the end of the descending passage as it enters the turning chamber. Maraghiolio and Rinaldi noted this anomaly of the step and state that they could not notice it. Note also how Reisner has the pyramid entrance significantly above the north base. As Reisner gives a lined chamber as 2.9 meters high, he must have omitted beams, as he gives the rock void as 3.39 meters high, leaving us 49 centimeters for pavement and beams, but his scale drawing suggests 0.5 meters for the paving. It highlights the problems in trying to study these structures when we have such conflicting data. In Reisner's figure, you will notice lines showing the outline of a corridor through the turning chamber. Masonry found in this chamber made Reisner believe that after the sarcophagus was introduced, the chamber was converted into an L-shaped corridor. Maraghiolio and Rinaldi examined some of this surviving masonry and thought they were of a more recent period and connected to the intrusive burials. In this revealing view, we peer into the heart of Pyramid GIC, the burial chamber, where the remnants of the lining still echo the ancient craftsmanship. The north wall, accompanied by a mysterious 1 meter space behind it, stands prominently on the right side of the chamber. As we delve deeper, the floor unfolds to unveil anthropoid-shaped voids, intriguing spaces crafted for intrusive burials. These carefully carved recesses tell a tale of the afterlife rituals practiced within these sacred walls. Pay close attention to the northwest corner, where one intrusive burial has carved its presence beneath the north wall. The intricacies of these burials offer a glimpse into the complex funerary practices associated with Pyramid G1c. Our gaze now shifts to the northwest corner, where the rock floor unveils a space excavated beneath the north wall, a distinctive feature seemingly crafted for an intrusive burial. The red lines demarcate the upper surface of the rock floor, the canvas awaiting the placement of paving. Follow those lines to where the bottom of the lining rests on both walls. A discernible dark band on the west wall lining catches our attention, likely indicating the intended height for paving, specified by Maraghiolio and Rinaldi as 22 centimeters thick. Upon closer inspection, it becomes apparent that the supposed economy of rock cutting illustrated in Reisner's plans may not align with the actual conditions in pyramids GIB and GIC. In this eastward-facing perspective, GIC on the right, we stumble upon another boat pit, akin to the previous one but considerably smaller, nestled between the two pyramids. Unfortunately, detailed information about this pit remains elusive. No boat pits have been unearthed to the south of GIC. We've reached the end of this fascinating journey into the heart of history, where we delved into the depths of Pyramid GIC and uncovered its ancient secrets. It's been an extraordinary exploration into the world of the pharaohs and monumental construction, and we appreciate your participation in this unique experience. We hope you enjoyed and gained insights from your venture into the depths of the ancient world. Remember to stay curious for more historical discoveries and mysteries waiting to be unveiled. Thank you for accompanying us, and we look forward to another encounter in a new journey to the realms of yesterday, where the secrets of the ages continue to shine. Farewell from Unveiling Pyramid GIC.